You counted up, not down.
Oh, my bad.
3, 2.
Well, we're already rolling. Did you hit record?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're going.
Okay, well, we're the Introverts. I'm Kimora.
I'm Rose.
And I'm Sean.
How was y'all's week?
Good.
It was pretty good, I'd say. I got a lot done.
Like,
I signed up for college. I'm going to CCC, and I'm going to transfer from there
Corny
to
community?
Alfred. Yes, Corning Community College. I'm going to transfer from there after being there for 2 years. I'm going to go to Alfred State University for another 2 years.
Awesome. What are you going to school for?
oh, what the?
Hello, Mr. Ghost.
Hey.
I see now you can be more of a ghost.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
that
yes.
is a special power.
So tell the girls what you're going to go to school for.
I'm going to school for business, and on the side, I may do trade.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's exciting. Ghost is out. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. That scared me.
I was actually surprised.
Did I ask my question?
Mhm.
Okay. What's a skill or talent you have that you feel the world doesn't fully know about yet? And how can you use it to make a difference in your future?
One thing at a time. Can you repeat, please? Sorry.
What's a skill or talent you have that you feel the world doesn't fully know about yet? And how can you use it to make a difference in your future?
Rose. I mean, not Rose. Kimora. You go first.
Gotta give me a second to think.
Crickets.
I at least remembered what button it was this time.
Well, I know how to pogo stick.
What?
It only took me a month.
What is that?
Pogo stick?
Oh, that?
Is that what you said? A pogo stick?
Yeah.
Is it the thing that bounces?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
stick and you bounce on it.
I forgot what it was for a whole second. My bad.
I want to try a unicycle. I want to see how that goes.
Like the ones that like they use in the circus.
Yes. Yeah. I can be a little bit of a clown, I guess. I can kind of juggle. I'm pretty halfway there. All I need is a red nose and a wig, don't I? Probably.
I mean, if you want to dress up as a clown, you can.
I'm not going to. I don't. Yeah. You can.
I'm good. I guess this. Wait, were you about to say something? I'm sorry.
Nope, just breathing.
I guess taking pictures as long as the person's fine with it, because I don't really talk about how I like photography and how I enjoy going out and taking pictures. So I could take like wedding pictures and whatnot.
How can it make a difference in your future?
In my future, I could use it for cosmetology, because I could take pictures of the client and get more clientele.
My one grandpa is a photographer. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Your turn, Rose.
I know, I'm trying to think.
It's your own
Because
question.
people know a lot. I want to say a lot of people don't know I do gymnastics, but I don't know how it can make a difference in my future.
You want me to give you an idea? Or no? Or do you
Sure.
want to come up with it by yourself?
You can give me an idea.
if you make a difference in your future, you could teach other people how to do it, and you would be happy that you were taught it and you were teaching a younger generation.
Well, I self-taught myself everything I know.
I self-taught myself a lot of things too. Although my mom was a pretty huge help because she had to self-teach herself a lot of things as well.
You want to go to your question, Sean? You're smiling.
Okay. What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone struggling to feel confident or understood? I think that's supposed to say understand.
Or misunderstood.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone struggling to feel confident
To never. Oh, can I answer it?
or understood? Yeah, go ahead.
I would tell them to never give up and to not let people bring you down and just do what they won't feel like doing, like that what they're working for. I don't know if that was the big.
Yeah, I think
Did
you
I-
did excellent. You got the gist of it. Your turn, Kimora.
Mine would be is I would explain to them. I would have them explain to me what's making them feel misunderstood and less confident, and then ask them if they want an example of when I felt that way and how I got over it, or at least give them a few different examples on how to get over it.
Very nice. My turn. Now, I would tell them to start with the important things and work your way around it or work your way down from there. Sometimes life is like a ladder. And don't let people trample you. You come first, and then everybody comes second. But you need to balance it.
You want to ask your question? Wait, were you done answering the question?
Be kind, but don't be too kind to where people will walk all over you. Confidence is a really key role in getting through this cruel world. Okay, and how has being an introvert helped you grow?
I don't.
It helped me figure out who I can trust versus who I can't trust, where I had to cut off a lot of people. I'm still learning who to cut off and whatnot, but I mainly figured out who. So it's made being an introvert a little bit easier, I guess. Because not saying that being overly cautious is or bad or a good thing, because it can be either or both. But I get really cautious whenever I become friends with people. And then I start overthinking. But eventually they show their true colors, so I know what to do.
What was it?
How has being an introvert helped you grow?
I have no clue. I mean, I know who's my true friend. Like she said, I know who my true friends are and who aren't.
That was really
Because when you're an introvert, you're not much of a talker most of the time. It really depends on the person, but part of being an introvert is that it's hard to talk to people sometimes, which may or may not be a bad thing. It's a good thing, but can go sideways. So, gotta be careful. So, um, so you're not in the rough crowd. That's a good thing about being an introvert is that you don't feel like interacting with people so much that you just end up not falling into the rough crowd. Those and it's not bad to be an extrovert, but I'm just saying that it feels like it's way more likely for an extrovert to get into all the naughty things by a lot. That's what it looks like. Though that may not be 100% true, but things are still, I feel like it's a big factor on that. So, and then when you're an ambivert, you're the in-between, which is me. I'm an ambivert. Although I feel like I call myself an introvert quite often.
Oh,
Is that-
so
Is that all the questions on it?
Yes, your turn.
I'm so sorry if I start flinching or looking like I'm falling asleep. I'm just really tired. Okay.
Don't sleep on us.
I can't fall asleep with a lot of people, even though there's only 2 of us in this room. 3. I'm discluding myself, but still. When you think about your future, what exactly? I mean, when you think about your future, what excites you the most, and how can you stay focused on making that dream a reality?
Can you reread that again? Like, my brain is not focused.
You
Fine.
look scared.
I cannot focus for my life right now.
Do you want me to read it slower or?
Yeah.
Okay. When you think about your future, what excites you the most, and how can you stay focused on making that dream a reality?
Well, I'm excited that when I finally become an adult, I'll finally have the independence in which I very much feel like having. Sure, being an adult comes with taxes and many other crappy things, and people complain about being an adult. But when you're younger, on the other hand, you don't really get a lot of, like, you don't really, there's like not much flexibility because you don't really have much of a choice. You're like shoved into the mix, and you're forced to keep going on the very specific path that people lead you to go down. School is a prime example, but I'll leave it at that. So independence. My future, independence, exciting.
So that's what you think when you think of your future?
I also in my future, I feel like I'm gonna grow, and I plan to do things the right way. That's another thing that excites me, because if I do things the right way, then things will be all fine. And I'll be on top of the world mentally.
And then how can you stay focused on making that dream a reality?
By doing the right thing and being a good person. Kindness comes with reward. It may not seem like it a lot of times, but in the long run, it comes very rewarding. And it makes you feel good inside on top of that. So, stick to kindness, but don't let people run over you too much.
Rose,
Here's the first part. Yeah, I'm sorry.
you're fine. When you think about your future, what excites you the most?
I think of my future. Why did my mic keep cutting out?
Do you want me to turn up your mic some?
You might have to. I don't know why it keeps cutting out.
Try again.
Hi.
Okay. Is that fine right where it is? Okay.
Um. Okay, you're gonna have to ask it again. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I like trying so hard to focus and it's not working.
When you think about your future, what excites you the most?
Thing that excites me about my future is knowing I'll have my own house and that I won't have no one telling me what I can or cannot do.
So independence, much like myself.
Kinda, yeah.
Ready for the other part? Or is there more?
Yeah, that's the second one.
How can you stay focused on making that dream a reality?
Find a good paying job to it that I can afford a house. That the mic did not catch any of that. You can next the question
Okay.
now.
When I think about my future and what excites me the most is not just independence, but also that I know I'll be able to figure out things on my own. Obviously, I can fall back on my parents. Well, parent, if I want to or need to, I could. So then I could get back up on my feet, but also that I'll end up knowing that I made it where I can be by myself without needing other people's help as much. Yes, I know that goes back to independence, but also just not having to hear other people say, oh no, don't do this, oh no, don't do that, and dictating what you should or shouldn't.
Although it is good to keep your ears open. So, another good thing about being an introvert is that if you end up, introverts tend to listen more than they talk. So, again, it also depends on the person, but it is always good to listen to everybody around you and take note of what they're saying and make their situation in a way into your situation. Just imagine it in your head or something. And if somebody makes a mistake, then you can learn from it.
Or just
You-
if you see it,
Yeah,
just don't do what they do.
you can learn from their mistake, and then there's a lower probability of you making the same mistake because you're learning from other people by watching them or listening to them.
The other part that I didn't answer is how can I stay focused on making that dream a reality is keep on doing what I'm doing. I got good enough above average for my class, grades wise, credit wise, whatever you want to say.
Now, another thing about mine, what's one piece of advice you'd give to someone struggling to feel confident or understand? I forgot to mention that, I don't know if I mentioned this, but if you set goals, if you set little goals and work your way up, have like milestones, and then you have one big goal at the end and make it reasonable. And once you complete those little goals and get to the end goal and finish that goal, then you'll feel more confident over yourself and you'll feel better. You'll feel like a better person as a whole. You'll feel like you're being accomplished. And confidence is very powerful. It um it counteracts with many other feelings or moods that may be negative. So you don't want anybody to take over your confidence. Because when you're confident all the time, people look up to you. They respect you because they feel like you know what you're doing. As long as your confidence, of course, is not dumb confidence, like sometimes that happens. But overall, confidence is a very good thing. Stubbornness is also a good thing. But also, sometimes don't be too stubborn because that causes issues. Don't be stubborn for little reasons. But whatever makes you happy really is the big picture. You always want to look at the bigger picture and the long run of things. Don't live in the moment. Live in the long run. Anything else we got to say? You guys are listening to my advice, right? This is all great advice. Mr. Ghost.
Don't be too cocky.
I'm not trying to be.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, like, with the confidence thing, it can turn into cocky.
Oh, right. Yes.
Because if you turn too confident and then you get cocky and then you get a huge ego,
Yeah, you don't want
hit,
that happening.
you're going to feel way less confident. Like, obviously, you want to have high confidence, but not so high that you're.
Do your research. Research is very important. And that plays part in confidence. I'm sorry I'm cutting you off. Continue.
I can't say the word that I was going to say because I don't think we can say it on here. But I think you get the idea.
You're already saying the word cocky.
Yeah, cocky is.
All
yeah,
right.
that's not a bad word. The other one I wanted to say would have been bad.
I know, I'm just messing around. I'm just throwing a bunch of words around.
Can I reverse my question a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you think about your future, what makes you extremely less excited about it?
Being
Oh,
alone.
all the negative things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, loneliness is, but I want to find someone, of course, when I'm ready. So if I could cover that, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But taxes, bad thing. Well, it's a good thing in a way, but overall, very annoying. There's also another thing about being like younger. You get a lot of guidance. Of course, it depends on what situation you're growing up into, but overall, you get a lot of guidance from your parents or guardians or even the adults around you, the people who know what they're doing. They guide you through as long as they're not corrupt.
Everyone's corrupt in their own way.
Everybody views the world in their own image. Everybody views the world differently, which can cause problems and cause issues. But it's also not a bad thing to view the world in your own way, in your own vision, because you're also forming what you want your life to be like. But also there's the you just need to be smart about things. Do your research.
Rose,
What?
what makes you least
Oh, I
excited?
said being alone.
Oh, anything else?
Being an adult, you're on your own for the most part. If you make good friends, maybe they can help you. But yeah, that's one thing about being an adult. You gotta actually interact with the world a little bit if you want to make good friends, and you won't be so lonely as well if you make a bunch of friends. You got to make the good friends though, the ones who don't party all the time, because a lot of parties lead to certain things you don't want to get into. It's good to party now and then, but keep yourself controlled. Don't live in the moment. Live in the long run. Think in the long run. Don't think in the moment. That's another way to say that.
Did you just say don't think in the moment? That would be kind of stupid.
Think in the moment, but
Okay.
don't think dumb in the moment.
I thought you said don't think in the moment because I'm
I
like,
think
wait.
that is what I said. I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I'm trying to put down.
I don't think I did. That's why I said something.
That's why I reworded it.
The thing that makes me least excited about my future would probably not. I'm fine with being alone. I love being alone. But probably like losing everyone around me. Like, yeah, sure, I like being alone, but
When you get like older. Yeah, that's a bummer. Nothing you can really do about that though.
and also just having to, yeah, sure, I want to learn things on my own, but also knowing that I don't know anything about being an adult. Obviously, minus from what my parents have showed me. But the other stuff that also comes into play with being an adult. That's all.
Everybody needs their alone time, but well, if you're an introvert especially then. But yeah, it's always good to keep interacted. You don't want to hide in your room all day every day. Not very healthy. You want to actually get out and see the world. Don't have to travel to France or anything or Rome,
Actually, that's
but
where the senior or junior the scene I messed up. The I think next year it's either Greece or Rome. They're taking the 2026 seniors too, or it's this year for the
yeah, I heard about that. I
trip.
don't think I'm going.
I'm good because you have to walk like 7 to 8 miles every single day, and you take a plane at night. And then as soon as you get there, you meet your tour guide. You guys go to the hotel real quick, and then you guys walk around and go see spots for 7 to 8 hours.
I love walking.
I don't,
Um, yeah.
I don't like doing it for that long. Like
I don't
an
have
hour.
money right now though. I'm
Why?
broke. I couldn't afford it. Pretty sure they make you pay. I mean, it's at a discount, but they make you pay.
Yeah, because the teachers and the plane costs, the room costs,
Yeah.
and then I think some of the days the tour guides take you to places to go eat. So yeah, they're gonna make you pay for that. I have a random question because I think we didn't talk about this, but
Random away.
between all three of us, who hates planes and for what reason?
Heights.
Who hates what?
Planes, like,
Planes?
yeah, like flying in a plane.
You will never see me step foot on a plane or in a hotel.
I've ridden a plane. No, I've never ridden a plane. I've never ridden a plane, but I have stepped in a plane before. Not one of those big ones, but one of those more privatized ones, the smaller ones. But that's because one of my mom's friends had a plane and he was visiting. So we got to step foot in that. That was a long time ago. And I've never, one day maybe I'll ride a plane. I do wonder what it will feel like.
It's really fun. I've done it 4 times. I mean, I didn't fall asleep. Only I think the first time I did ride a plane, I'll go on a plane and fly to Myrtle Beach. That was the only time I fell asleep. But when I go with my aunt to Myrtle Beach, I don't fall asleep.
The only thing that concerns me, though, that when I do get in a plane, normally their rides are like super long, right?
Depends on where you go.
I know that, but normally you hear like 7 hours, 12 hours, 8. I cut off. Yeah, that's a lot of hours, but plus the random chance there'll be a baby or someone kicking on the back of your seat.
I feel like that would only be not being rude or anything, but like kicking on the back seats. I think it would only be a kid that doesn't want to sit anymore.
I know
Wants to move.
I wouldn't want to sit for 7 hours straight.
I think that's what with the trip that they're going on this year. I think that's how long it is, or even longer.
Yeah. I have a lot of energy. I need to be moving a lot and that's why I don't mind walking. I love walking because I have a lot of energy. I am my speed walk. The average speed walk is my normal walk. Then yeah,
What do you have against hotels?
really fast.
I just don't like them.
Too many horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch horror movies.
I do.
I've
love 'em.
tasted 2 of them. Not doing that again.
What? You tasted them? Is that what you said? You tasted?
Yes, that's what he.
How can you taste them?
I put my feet in them just a little bit.
Ha!
Stuck my feet in the waters just a little.
I have to ask, do you like going into like pools or oceans?
I swam in an ocean. A lot of fun until you get water in your mouth. Salt water. Then your body just forcefully swallows it. And then you vomit everywhere. I swam away from that vomit spot as fast as I possibly could, and then I immediately got out of the water. I also hate the idea of what might be dwelling beneath me. Or around me, even then.
Yep, I'm scared there'd be a shark underneath my feet trying to eat me.
There's box jellyfish?
Yes.
Scary jellyfish. They're the most dangerous jellyfish, supposedly. You can find it washed up on the beach, whatever. And I'm afraid of getting rubbed against that. And just regular jellyfish. A box jellyfish can kill you if it stings you. But regular jellyfish, maybe not, but it still hurts. I've heard. Never been stung before, but I don't plan on getting stung ever. And here's a fun random fact. If you ever do get stung by a jellyfish,
Get peed on.
oh, you're beating me to it. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, so you get peed on it. The whatever you call it, I forgot what they call
The
it.
ammonia in your pee does something to the sting.
Look at you go.
I'm good. I don't want to be peed on. I'm
It-
good.
Neither do I, but you know what? It's
Well,
that
if
or
you get stung on your leg, you can pee on yourself.
Yo.
it's get peed on or have like an aching body for like who knows how long, for you knows how. Yeah.
The reason why I asked you about water is going in oceans or pools, because I love going into the ocean. I just won't go by myself, because if I end up needing to be dragged out of the water, I'd rather someone be able to go tell someone.
Yeah. Here's another random fact about waters. So, you know how oh wait, I have 2 of them, but we'll do this one first. You know how when you go to a public swimming pool, right?
I will never step foot in one.
They
Uh-uh.
have chlorine in the public swimming pools, right? But then what's that smell? It's
It's
not
pee.
chlorine, but it is chlorine.
It's because people pee in the pool.
People pee in the pool, then it's chlorinated piss. So pee doesn't smell that strong on its own. Chlorine, not so much either. Put them together, oh my gosh, you got to smell. You
Mm-mm.
ever smell that smell? When you
Yeah.
go to a public pool, that is that smell. So when you go in a public pool, just know you're swimming in a lot of chlorinated piss. Piss is not a bad word. It's
To
another
some
way of
people,
saying
it is.
Yeah,
it's
some
another
people,
way
yeah.
of saying peeing
Yeah, but
or
it's,
pee.
yeah, but it's another.
We were told last time when we asked about that word that for some people it's a curse word.
For some people,
Yeah, some people don't like
Yes,
that
some
word.
cultures won't allow you to curse because they don't like it.
noted. All right, moving on. Here's another random fact about water. You know the stuff in your pee,
Ammonia.
that whatever. You know when you sweat or you're like
When you sweat, there's pee in.
yes, when you sweat and when you're like crying or having tears, you're basically crying pee and also sweating pee. Basically,
This conversation got so disgusting. I didn't even expect that.
talking waters, this is where we head.
Okay, we're moving away from waters now, please.
I'm pretty sure that's all I have.
If you do come up with any more, please.
Oh, here's another one.
No.
It's not that bad, I promise. Stingrays. I don't remember which way, but if you pet one way, you're fine. But then if you pet the other way, oh, you're getting a scratched hand.
Why would you touch the tail?
What?
Wait, are you talking?
Stingrays.
Stingray.
This also works for sharks. If you pet a shark one way, you're fine. But if you
Nah.
pet it the other way, you're getting a scratched
you're-
hand
if you're-
because they have scales.
If you're petting a shark, you're just out of your mind.
Well, some sharks are friendly.
I pet an alligator before, and I held one before.
Yeah, but they can
mean,
turn
crocodile.
on you and like that.
The most friendly one is the whale shark. I'm sure a lot of people already know this. I don't know if dolphins have scales or not. Do they? Do they? It's like tiny, tiny scales, hardly noticeable,
Do you want me to
but
look it
they're
up?
still there. If you want to, sure. I've been in a few hotels before. You want 4 stars and up, because anything below that, it gets pretty gross.
I don't like this. What as I'm typing out dolphins, what popped up?
What popped up?
Do dolphins sleep? Do dogs have monthly? Do dogs sweat? Do dogs go to heaven? I want to watch the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven. The next one is Do Doctor. Do dogs dream? Do dogs have belly buttons?
Where
And
did dogs come from?
I don't know. And then
Dogs. I don't think dogs do have belly.
Dogs can't sweat. That's
Yes.
why they pant.
Yeah.
Pigs can't sweat either. That's why they have muddy puddles. What?
I'm laughing at what's popping up. I'm not laughing at you.
Oh,
I swear.
okay. I thought you were just laughing because I'm saying random things out of random things.
Do dolphins have hair? Do dolphins attack humans? The one that we're trying to figure out.
They
popped
only
up.
attack dolphins only attack you if you attack them.
Do dolphins have blowholes? Basically, that sounds wrong. But
What
it's,
blowholes?
yes.
It's
Yeah,
the thing
that's-
that's in the middle of their back and the water comes out.
They're like whales. Yeah, they're like very tiny miniature whales.
And
Oh no, is it on the top of their head or in the middle of the back?
I believe it's the top of their head.
it's top of their head.
Like their what would be a neck area if they had a neck,
And like
I think.
Oh, because I thought
Okay.
some.
I don't think it's directly on top of their head, cuz they got to put their brain somewhere.
no, they don't have. So I looked up. Do dolphins have gills? And
Not gill. It's scales. Gills and scales are kind of sort of different.
scales
I
like a
think-
shark
I
does
think-
or a stingray.
I forgot what the difference.
They don't have scales or gills.
Right, because they're
Well-
whales. They can't breathe underwater. They can hold their breath
No, she's
really
talking
long,
about
though.
The other thing.
The dolphins.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
They can't breathe underwater, but they can hold their breath like really long.
They have tiny amounts of hair, though.
Because they're mammals.
I know. I was just seeing her reaction.
All mammals have hair, except for one. I forgot which one that was.
A hairless cat.
The platypus. Oh, maybe the hairless cat, too. That's called a sphinx. I think it's the platypus that I'm thinking of. It's like this one mammal that
You don't know how to
lays.
spell that?
I was gonna put the P and the
excuse me.
Y in the wrong
No,
spot.
it's PLATYPUS.
Oh, wait.
I already got it up, ma'am.
I'm looking at it wrong. They lay eggs. I was thinking right. They had it was a platypus, right? But they have hair. They're mammals, but they lay eggs.
They're so cute, though.
Yeah. Cats have hair. What do you think the whiskers are? Little tiny hair thingies.
That's not.
The
They're not fur-
Spanx cats.
Oh.
I guess if you want to call
No,
it hair.
They're made
I
out of
could cons-
keratin, so it's not hair.
I don't know.
Wait,
Yeah, because whiskers are like kind of sort of like straw. That's what it kind of feels like. If you really feel whiskers or whatever, it's like hard.
Oh,
hardish kind of.
Here's a really cruel thing you could do to a cat.
No.
no.
You know how they have their whiskers, right? They use them to navigate where they're going because they can't see like us humans can. So if you cut their whiskers just halfway off or whatever, they'll try to be going through it like a little doggy door or whatever, or a cat door or whatever you want to call it, and be like, or like even going through a hole in a box. They'll be like, "What am I doing? What's going on? Am I doing this right?" They'll have a hard time navigating.
Did you do that to a cat?
No, I'm not. I'll never
I
do
don't
that
know
to
if
a
it hurt
cat.
me.
I'll never
Never
do
did.
that to a
It
cat.
did.
But yeah, that is a fact though. That will happen. I don't know if they grow back, the whiskers. I would imagine that they do. I would hope they do, because that cat that did get his whiskers cut off a little bit is gonna have a hard life if he's still alive. Which he probably is. I'm not silent, you're silent.
Do either of you have random questions?
What's your favorite color of Gatorade drink?
Red dye is actually very bad for you.
She said
What's your favorite kind
Gatorade.
of Gatorade?
She
I
wasn't
know, I'm-
talking about the red
won't-
Gatorade.
I
She's talking
won't
about
drink
any
red
of them.
Gatorade.
I know, I'm slapping that on there. What's so wrong with that?
Would you say it like every podcast?
Did I?
Yes.
No, like maybe
We
one
talk
other.
about red dye at least 3 or 4 times now.
Maybe our last podcast, but that's about it.
Ignore me.
I don't really drink Gatorade.
Are you trying to look up that color? It's purple.
No, I'm trying to
Purple's
look up
great.
the one that I like.
Um,
I don't remember the flavor. I just need to make sure I'm spelling this right.
Look on the side of the bottle.
What side?
Should say on the
No,
side of the bottle
me
what the
see.
flavor is.
It's not. I mean, I don't mind
Hold
this
up.
one, but it's not the one that I like.
I prefer the zero sugar
Are you
one.
looking for
It tastes just the same as the sugared one.
is it the same color as
No.
that? Oh, you didn't know how to spell Gatorade?
I just.
I thought you were
I was
looking-
spelling it right.
I thought you were looking for the flavor.
Yeah.
No.
I think Gatorade is Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
Did you answer? I know Sean did, I think. Wait, no. Yes.
Anything but red. Stop cutting out.
I don't really drink Gatorade, but if I were to ever drink Gatorade, I'd aim for the zero sugar. Otherwise, I'm not
Which
drinking
is
it.
that one?
Orange is definitely my least favorite color, though. For Gatorade, orange is a cool color, although there's a couple shades of orange that I prefer not to look at. But overall, I think orange is a pretty sweet color. Can be. Depends on where you put it.
Mine, I know you're gonna get on me about this one, but it's either fruit punch, the green lime one, or frost.
Ross?
One of the blue ones,
Oh, Frost. Okay.
or like that.
Is it the light blue one? Or the dark blue? Or
So-
light blue?
Glacier Frost,
think-
I think is the name.
It's Frost Arctic Blitz.
So it's like the
yeah.
lighter one.
Yeah, whatever.
Or like the green apple one.
Isn't it? The
Maybe.
green,
I
the
don't
green,
know.
the green. You've had one before.
Of what?
The green apple one. Remember, I gave you one.
That was green apple.
Yeah, that was green apple.
Ooh, they have a purple one. I want to try that one.
That one's called Grape.
That's what that one is.
The lighter one. There's a lighter color than.
It's
Blue.
that's like watered down though. It's like a. I know which one you're talking about.
You want blur, please?
You know when sharks stop swimming, they sink?
Yeah, cause you're.
Yep. Too heavy.
Put the
Frost
quickest one.
Riptide Rush. That's what it was. I want to try that one.
And there's new flavors.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's one that my mom really likes, but I don't remember what it was.
Please don't tap the microphones. They are made for speaking into.
I was tapping the metal thing.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye,
Ghost.
Mr. Ghost. All right.
Very good conversation too. You guys are on a roll.
Do you like my pee speech?
No, I didn't.
I didn't hear it. Okay.
Oh, come on.
I didn't hear it.
It was good.
It was gross.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
What do you guys have planned for Thanksgiving?
Oh.
Nothing.
Why don't you go in order? And
In what order? The way we did question?
since you're sitting at the table, how about you start?
Oh,
And
Then
okay.
I'm going.
Huh?
How about you go?
We'll go clockwise, so it'll go me, Rose, then you.
All right.
Okay, so mine is on Thanksgiving Day. I'm gonna go up to my mom's side, parents' house, so my grandparents up there. I'm gonna go to their house, depending on what time they have their food. I might go to my other grandma's house, and then I'll have some of the brown bread dip that she makes. It's amazing. And then on that Saturday, when we have break right after Thanksgiving, well, that made no sense. We start break on Wednesday, and then Thursday is Thanksgiving. So that Saturday, I'll have actual Thanksgiving dinner with my dad's side grandparents.
I have nothing planned.
I don't know 100% what we're doing, but I think I'm going to my uncle's house. And then my mom wants to have some of her friends over for Thanksgiving as well. Either that or she's just going to go over there. I don't know 100% what's going on, but Um, yeah, there's that. Speaking food, I'm actually really hungry, so I can't wait for dinner.
You like Doritos?
Sometimes you don't have to do that.
I'm probably not gonna eat them until tomorrow. Might as well not waste them because I'll probably forget about them. They're spicy sweet chili.
I don't do spicy, thank you though.
You want them back? You okay?
I'm feeling lightheaded. Don't know.
Drink some water. Sleep more.
No, I have a vitamin.
Come again?
She has a vitamin D issue, is what she
Oh.
said.
Well, I know when I was getting a bunch of dizzy spells, it felt like I was having felt
Continue.
like a brick wall was hitting my head every now and then. That was hard times. I'd just be minding my own business in my bed, and then all of a sudden, bam! Brick wall. That's what I felt like, anyways. But I looked more into it. Oh, here's a fun story. I went to the doctor to because I didn't know what was going on. We couldn't figure it out. And the doctor played it off as if I had allergies, which I don't, that I know of. But it wasn't allergies. Of course it wasn't allergies. But we ended up figuring out, like, a week later, that I was lacking water. I needed to drink more water, more liquids, and more water. Stay hydrated, right? Good thing to do. And I also needed to sleep a little more. So a good amount of sleep is crucial, and staying hydrated is also crucial.
Rose, do you have your phone on you?
Mm-hmm.
You should look up while you guys are on the podcast. You should look up like the benefits of vitamin D and read it on the show in case anybody that watches deals with the same thing.
Well, I know if you have low vitamin D, it can cause you to be depressed. It could make you not have a lot of energy. It can affect your sleep. It can make you lightheaded and dizzy.
Do you know vitamin D is more like a hormone?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why it's so crucial.
Also, we don't get a lot of vitamin D during the winter months due to the fact that it's normally really dark out and the sun doesn't come through all the clouds.
Yeah.
It
You
says
you looking it up?
it says bone issues, muscle issues, mood issues, other symptoms. Risk of infection.
What kind of infection?
It says vitamin D helps the body produce antibiotics, so a deficiency may increase the risk of urinary tract infection.
I heard those are painful.
Yeah. And it also can cause you to have hair loss, loss of appetite, pale skin, and increased sensitivity to pain. Depression or feelings of sadness, muscle weakness, pain, aches, cramps, twitches, and tremors. Loss of bone density, don't know how to say that word, and bowed legs.
So here's how much sleep you need.
I get a lot of sleep.
I don't.
I fall asleep at 10 and wake up at like 8 o'clock.
So I'm going to list them all just because, why not? Newborn, 0 through 3 months, 14 through 17 hours of sleep. Infants, 4 through 11 months, 12 through 15 hours of sleep. Toddlers, 1 through 2 years, 11 through 14 hours of sleep. Preschool, 3 to 5 years, 10 through 13 hours of sleep. And then we're getting to the more, school age, 6 through 13 years, 9 to 11 hours of sleep. Dark joke, not going to say it. Teenager, 14 through 17 years, 8 through 10 hours of sleep. Young adult, these are the more important ones. The teenager, young adults, and adults, whatever. Teenagers mostly, actually. Young adult, 7 through 9 hours of sleep, 18 through 25 years. Adult, 26 through 64 years, 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And then older adult, 7 through 8 hours of sleep, 65 years plus. So, if you're a teenager, that's really what we really need to be looking at for the most part, because teenagers have a lot of factors playing part in their sleep lives. Phone, school, maybe even a little bit of work.
I'm wondering why the older you get, the less sleep you need.
Uh,
Because it goes down from.
the older you get,
What
the
you
more
say, the older
naps
you
you
get,
tend.
the less sleep you need.
That's
You know how much?
That's what I
You
said.
know how much I be having to sleep? I'm an old man. You know what
You are
time I
not
go to
that
bed?
old.
You know what time I wake up?
No.
Sean, what'd you say?
5:30.
We old people take naps.
65 years plus, 7 through
Oh.
8 hours of sleep. Adult, 26 through 64 years, 7 to 9 hours of sleep.
Okay, that's accurate.
It's going down. It goes from 14 hours
Which
to
is
9
weird,
to 10
because
hours.
older people tend to sleep more. They tend to take more naps, longer naps
How
even.
long do you guys get sleep for?
I fall asleep at 10 to like 8 o'clock.
I'm like the 7 to 9 range.
You don't want to know.
7 p.m. till 9 in the
No,
morning?
no, no. I sleep for 7 to 9 hours.
So what time would you say you go to bed generally?
I go to bed around 9. I aim for 9 anyways. Then I do whatever side stuff in bed. Whatever. Water bottle fell. And then I spend an hour to myself in bed. Like reading a book, or even sometimes on my phone. Or even messing around with my nerd stuff. And then I make sure I go to sleep. I put myself to sleep around 10 o'clock to 10:30ish. And then I try to wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. The earlier the better, really. I want to go waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning every morning.
So how
But
many hours would you say total you think you get?
I generally aim for
If you had to
7 o'clock.
if you had to put
So
a definite number on it, what would the number be?
I take forever to
If-
fall asleep for
Hey,
whatever
hey,
reason.
Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What?
Which
How
number?
many hours do you get
Oh,
of sleep?
so
Out of
11.
1 through 10, which number would you pick?
8.
Awesome.
8 is my average number.
Kimora, how much sleep do you get?
I don't think you want to know.
I think they want to know, right, guys?
Yeah, tell us.
5 or less hours.
Whoa. No wonder why you're tired. Get sleep.
I get 10 hours.
Sometimes it's 4 or less.
Last
Oh.
night-
5 or
Last
less.
night I only got 9.
I'm surprised you gotten this far with that little sleep.
I was up till like 1 something in the morning cleaning, rearranging my bedroom.
Want to see what helps me stay awake?
Energy drinks.
Bingo.
You drink energy drinks at night?
That is bad
No.
for you. Very bad.
I know they're bad for me. But I
Caffeine.
don't drink them at night.
You don't want to drink caffeine. I believe it was 4 hours before bed, or it could have been 8. But I'm going to settle
4.
on 4.
How about this? Rose, do me a favor since you're our designated Google person. Look up the effects of a lack of sleep.
Oh, you get
Oh, I can tell you.
so sleep deprived. When you're so sleep
Nope,
deprived.
Look it up so you can read
So-
it, so you can help your buddy over
The
there.
effects of what? Like less sleep? Like
Not
no
getting enough sleep.
Do you use Siri?
Yeah, but I don't feel like talking.
You. She wants to do sign language with Siri.
Trouble learning, focusing, and reacting.
I know it has a more in depth.
Your
Brain
memory.
changes, mood changes, impaired learning, increased risk of chronic diseases, weakened immune system,
Mm-hmm.
increased risk of injury, other physical effects, headaches, dizziness, weight gain.
Your memory even gets blocked. Your memory bank. It gets blocked.
Oh
So
yeah.
you can't take in information that you're supposed to.
Does it also have something about RBF?
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Resting blank face.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's in there.
Well, it's not.
It's not. Oh well, that sucks
It's
because
just,
I can't read that.
you could.
I didn't have my glasses on.
There's nothing about that in there.
Oh well, there should be something about that.
Very important to get your sleep. Very.
So kids, we gotta wrap it up, right?
All right.
Is there anything that you want to say to your audience before we get out of here, other than Kimora better take her butt to sleep early tonight?
Be
I
safe.
have to.
Don't get into any trouble. Yeah.
You're getting enough sleep, right, Rose? How much sleep?
10 hours.
10 hours every night? That's your average? I mean, that's
Yeah.
not horrible.
It says 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
It said, wait,
I guess.
bye?
I can't sleep
Don't
for...
lose your mind and go to sleep. Even though I should be the one being
Take
told
your own
that.
advice.
I can't sleep for
I
10
don't.
hours every night. I feel miserable. I feel like I'm oversleeping when I sleep for 10 hours every night. So, meh.
If
I
you-
can run on a low battery. That's another skill I can use. That's
Well-
another skill about me. I can run on a very low battery.
A lot of introverts can run off really low batteries, or at least low batteries, which is, I'm really low.
All right.
And happy holidays to everyone.
Happy
Yep,
holidays.
Happy holidays.